There are so many things that you can make with cereal boxes to help you get yourself and your home organized. And the best part is that it doesn't cost you any extra money. I'm Joy of Frugal Creative Living, and my mission here is to help you spend less and create more. And in this video, I'm going to show you 20 ways that you can repurpose cereal boxes to help you save money while getting you and your home organized. Now, before I get started, I'm going to give you just a couple of tips as you're starting to gather your cereal boxes. Number one is that you want to take a lightly dampened cloth and just wipe out the inside of the box to make sure there's no cereal residue on the inside of the box. And then number two is that as you're storing them, you can take a letter opener or maybe even a dull knife if you have one, and then just slide it into the bottom flap of the cereal box and open it up. Just slide it across and open it up so that it opens up neatly. And then you can just collapse it down and store it flat. And now we're ready to get started. So I'm going to start in the kitchen since that's where my cereal boxes usually are to begin with. This magnetic refrigerator caddy is great for keeping some of those essential kitchen tools easily accessible. I started by cutting this cereal box about 4 inches from the bottom. I cut and scored another piece to serve as a divider, covered all the pieces with this adhesive vinyl from the Dollar Tree, glued the divider in with E6000 glue, glued on some magnets to the back, and added a sticky pad and a Dollar Tree hook to hold some rubber bands. And now I have my labels, my coupons, favorite recipes, tape, and binder clips right at my fingertips when I need them. Another one for the kitchen is this super duper zip top bag organizer. I started by making sure I had a box that was deep and wide enough to fit the boxes that the bags come in. Then I cut rectangular holes starting about 1 inch from the bottom fold that lined up with and matched the height of the zip top bag boxes. Then I cut some adhesive chalkboard paper that I had from the Dollar Tree and labeled each hole. You can also print labels or use small adhesive letters or a die cutting machine to make neater labels for each section. Drawer dividers, who doesn't need these? Just cut and use the bottom, the side, or top portions of a few cereal boxes. Make sure you cut them to fit the height of your drawers, and you can cover them or leave them as is, and then easily organize those miscellaneous kitchen utensils and tools. As we move out of the kitchen to other areas of the house, I thought this little coaster and coaster holder set was a useful and cute idea. I covered one side of a cereal box with this adhesive vinyl that I got from the Dollar Tree. Then I used my Cricut Maker to cut 4 circles. Now, if you don't have a die cutting machine, you can also just trace circles and cut them by hand. Then I cut a rectangle, folded it up to hold the coasters, and put some adhesive Velcro on the back for accessibility. For our Friday night movie time, I made this movie night caddy, and just by cutting some holes of your desired shape and size and then covering the box with contact paper, you can carry your snacks, your popcorn, and drink to the couch and munch with ease while you relax in your favorite comfy space. For desk organization, I started with this super easy file and paper holder. I just glued 3 cereal boxes together, making sure they were the same size, and covered them with contact paper from the Dollar Tree. And just that quick, I can stand it upright to hold my file folders or turn it on its side to hold documents, printer paper, or craft paper. Next is a magazine holder, or in my case, since I haven't purchased a magazine in over 10 years, a notebook holder. You can just cut diagonally from the top corner on one side of the box to about halfway down the other side of the cereal box. And you can cover it with contact paper or just leave it uncovered. And with the slim design, it's so easy to just store your notebooks, journals, magazines, wherever you need to store them. Now for this desk organizer, I just used 2 boxes. The first box, I cut off 1/3 of the box for the smaller front section. I used the other 2/3 of the box for the middle section and a 1/3 box for the taller back section. And then I covered each piece with contact paper, and I use it to store my pens, pencils, stapler, rulers, additional documents and papers, and other desk accessories. Most of the time, I use an app on my phone to jot down notes and thoughts, but there are times when I just need to take pen to paper and write. And cereal boxes are great for making small notebooks and journals. And I'm going to demonstrate with this mini notebook because for some reason, my camera did not record when I made the larger one. Anywho, you just cut a rectangle of your desired size, add some folded printer paper, punch 2 to 3 holes on the folded edge of the paper and the cover, and use ribbon or yarn to hold it together. Now for this size, you can also staple everything together in the center. Now, I made this folder to help me keep my content creation planning organized. I opened up a large cereal box and put some duct tape over the crease to make it lay flat. Then I covered it with this glitter adhesive paper from the Dollar Tree, glued in a couple pieces of decorative cardstock that I had amongst my craft supplies, and it serves as a pocket. And then I used fasteners to hold everything together. The larger boxes also come in handy as photo envelopes, and they're sturdy enough to protect your large professional photos from getting bent or damaged. Now, bookmarkers are a super easy but useful item to make and personalized from cereal boxes. I started by covering this leftover piece of a cereal box with adhesive vinyl from HTV Runt that I got on Amazon. And then just to add a little extra cuteness, I used a hole puncher and a small piece of some scrap ribbon to accent the top and make it more visible inside of my book. And then I personalized it with this phrase that I cut on my Cricut die cutting machine. Now, a variation of this is the magnetic bookmarker. You can start by just cutting a simple rectangle shape with a point or a star on each end, and then you can glue on a small magnet to the underside of both ends, and you have a bookmarker that not only holds your page, but also helps you remember where you were on the page. Now, right next to my desk, I keep this highly functional wall-mounted cell phone holder and charging station. Just using the bottom portion of a cereal box, I cut a few notches and some rectangular holes. I covered it with this wood grain style contact paper from the Dollar Tree, then added some command strips for damage-free wall mounting. Next up, craft organization. Now, I made this ribbon holder by taking 1/2 of the box, lined up the spools to mark where I needed to place the holes. Then I covered it with contact paper, poked the holes again, grabbed some twine I already had around the house, and just threaded it through the box holes and the spools, and then tied the ends together nice and tight. This made it so easy for me to access my ribbons, and the colors are so pretty on my crafting area. Now, this is a really quick and easy one to make, yarn spools. If you do anything with yarn, you know that as you use up a ball or a skein of yarn, it starts to get out of control. So you can just cut some spool-shaped pieces out of a side of a cereal box and then wrap the yarn around and cut a notch at the top to hold the yarn in, and then store all of your spools nice and neat. For gift giving, you can use a cereal box as is, or you can open it up and flip it inside out, and then cover your items with tissue paper if desired, and then use it as a basic flat gift box. Then you can cover a piece of a cereal box with adhesive vinyl or wrapping paper, then cut out round or rectangular shapes, punch a hole, and add some ribbon or twine to use as gift tags. You can even go a step further and just take 1/2 of a cereal box and then secure the bottom with either packing tape or duct tape. Then cover the whole thing with wrapping paper, or adhesive vinyl, contact paper, whatever you'd like to cover it with. And then you can either cut some handles into the front and back of the box, or just punch holes and add some string to use the cereal box as a nice, sturdy, and chic gift bag. For this adorable wallet, I cut a 9-inch long rectangle piece along with 2 3x3-inch squares. I scored the 9-inch rectangle in thirds and then folded it, and then fold the squares accordion style and glue to the folded 9-inch rectangle. Then glue the 3-inch rectangle to the inside, add some Velcro as a closure, and you have a cute wallet or storage for your coupons and receipts. Now, for this trash bag dispenser, I used a Tasty Cake snack box. I secured the bottom with packing tape first, then I covered it with contact paper. I added a Velcro closure to the top and cut a flap in the front. Then I put 2 holes in the back to hang on screws and inserted my roll of trash bags. It's neat, cute, and convenient. There are so many different ways that you can repurpose not just cereal boxes and snack boxes, but all kinds of boxes that you might have lying around your house. And if you're really into repurposing, I've got some other repurpose projects ideas in this playlist right here. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.